As a teacher, I've been in person since last fall, and I've been doing a hybrid teaching model since then, and see the pluses and minuses. I had to actually meet my students at first all online because I transferred to a new school, and just seeing the benefit of the in-class instruction, I think that's the most important thing. Just what's the benefit for students, and I think in person is.
As you know, the unions, State Superintendent Kathy Hoffman, they're expressing some concern at this point because they feel that it could be pushing it for some communities. What do you say to them?
I say that students don't have lobbyists down here at the Capitol. There's teachers unions, there's other groups that lobby on behalf of the teachers, but we don't really have anybody that lobbies on behalf of the students. And I think what the governor did is put that square in the lap of what's the best benefit for the students, and that's in-person instruction, getting back with their peers, socializing, the PE, and just the everyday interaction that you and I experienced at school.
There were some school districts who had acknowledged that they would be able to target late March or April for in person, and they feel that this pushed the envelope just a bit on their end. Some will have to work during spring break to meet the March 15th deadline. How will that work if teachers are working out of their contract hours?
Well, I mean, as teachers, it's a true story. My wife, when we first got married, she said, "Oh, you're on spring break. What are you going to do with all your free time?" She doesn't ask that anymore because she knows that I'm spending, 3 or 4 days on grades, and administrators are working on spring break as well. It's not really a break anyways. But again, I think we need to put our eye on the ball here. And that's what's the best option for students. And if that means working over spring break, I'll do it. I know my administrators are going to do it. And I think that that's what's best for students.
That could challenge morale for teachers who don't want to have to work for free during break.
Again, I mean, as teachers, we know that getting 2 months in the summer and a fall break and a spring break, you're not really getting those. I mean, that's what we sign up for. That's what I've been teaching for 7 years. And I don't know that I've ever had a full spring break. But here's the deal. I mean, these are unusual times. We have to get through this, and we have to figure out, okay, what's best for our students. Let me give you an example. I had one student before COVID hit. He was the life of the classroom. COVID hits, his mom reaches out to me and she says he is just thoroughly struggling. And I know if my brightest student is struggling, that all my other students are struggling. And so we have to get through this. We have to do it for our students.
One of the concerns that we hear is that school districts don't have an adequate pool of substitute teachers should teachers become sick themselves. What's going to be the plan if the teachers are ill, extra staff is, and they can't meet those basic supervision requirements in a school?
Well, I think that's why you see things like the Arizona Teachers Academy that we've been pushing down here for a few years, and also uh, different areas of certification. We're trying to get more teachers in the classroom, and so of course, COVID has just exacerbated this. But I think again, we have to keep our eye on the ball, especially with minority students. Experts tell me that they're going to be anywhere from 12 to 18 months behind their counterparts. We cannot leave them behind. And if that means that as teachers that I have to sub a little bit more, I am more than happy to do that.
Nearly 10 years of experience working with students. I mean, in your experience as a teacher, and then, of course, now as a state lawmaker, what happens to a child if they're out of school for too long?
We talk about summer slide, at least when that was just the problem, that was actually looking back a great problem to have, because now I guess we can call it the COVID slide, where students, I've never given out as a teacher, I've never given out as many Fs as I have this year, with students just not turning work in, where I will reach out to the students, I'll reach out to the parents and say, I just have to have something, anything. And so they're struggling right now.
Okay. All right. Senator Paul Boyer, thank you.
Cool. Thank you.